Days once again at Rewind Scotland with Nick and Gareth from Cutting Crew. Gentlemen, how are you?
Good, thank you, yeah.
Very well.
Well, you know, I think we escaped the worst of it earlier on, and it's beginning to brighten up a little bit just in time for your set.
Well, that's what was in the contract, wasn't it, Gareth?
Indeed, we ordered that up, so yeah.
So they said, bring the sunshine and you can do your bit. That's how it was.
Carlsberg beer, which we didn't really want, and sunshine, so that's okay.
Now, Nick, you've got a connection to this particular part of the world, is that correct?
I am actually, and I think I might mention it tonight on stage just to embarrass her. My wife was born in Scone, and we just drove past. This is brand new. We just drove past the house that she grew up as a little kid in. So it's just up the road there. So I'm not as often now because she moved down south, obviously, after I courted her.
Yes.
But we loads of friends and family up here. Yeah.
So do you get here out with, work and commitments like that? Do you get to
up here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. As I say, cousins live around the back of the palace here, dog walkers. So yeah, it's a beautiful part of the world. I mean, and ask Gareth's connection with Scotland. I mean, come on.
Saying, well, my girl's from she's born in St Andrews, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
So her dad just lives down the road here, so we brought him along as well today. So yeah.
So I was going to ask everyone's here to sing along to the songs later on.
Exactly. We've got our own crowd. So yeah.
they come with their own audience. Now, a song like "I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight," which you're so well known for, what is the success of that song? Why do you think it's been so enduring and is still so popular today as it was back in 1986?
I've been asked that a lot of times, and I can do smart replies, but I think the honest answer is it just had enough of being of a guitar band about it. So some of the sounds in it didn't date. So I think it just has that kind of timeless sound to it, really. Of course it sounds 80s, but it hasn't got stuff in it that, is ostensibly those big brassy stabby horns. That's the boring thing. The other side is it's just it's a great song, isn't it? I mean, I think the title's great. People in every nationality get something from that title. They make up what the lyrics mean, which is fantastic. I still get letters of people telling me what the song's all about, and I go, yes, that's what it's about, No.
And aside from performing, are you guys in the studio? Are you writing new material? Are you working on anything for the future?
Well, it's funny you should say that, isn't it, Nick?
Great question.
No, I insist.
Well, we just literally finished Cutting Crew's 5th album. It's taken a year. Hand-picked musicians, Gareth and I at the front. I think it's going to be called Add to Favourites. That may change. Beautiful album. I was talking to name-dropping Howard Jones last night, and we agreed that, at our age, we don't have to lie to each other about whether we've done a good album. If you haven't made a good album, you kind of just don't talk about it, really. This is a stonking album. I'm so proud of it. It's really got a lot of groove, hasn't it? It's got horns and girls.
Horns and girls, yeah, which is the most important thing.
It's a winning combination.
I was going to say, we should call it that, maybe.
Horns and girls.
Yeah.
And when can we look forward to hearing this album, then?
Well, I can play it to you later on in the trailer if you want.
On an audience of one.
Exactly. Later this year, the famous later this year, but it will be this year. Yeah.
And some songs from that album featuring in the set this afternoon?
Nah, the contract says it's got to be the 80s, So you're going to have to get I've Been in Love Before.
Can you not just add some synths and stuff to make it sound a bit more of its time?
That's a good point.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just
get some orchestral stabs in there. That would be good, yeah.
I like that.
I'm going to get assassinated by all these brass players. It's synthy brass players now, aren't I?
Well, Nick and Gareth, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us. Enjoy the set this afternoon, and best of luck with the new album when it comes out later in the year.
Thank you so much. Great.